Title: Ex Who Cheated returns after 15 years of silence. She told me her husband had been unfaithful. She admitted that this was the man she chose over me. She confessed she couldn't stop thinking about me, reminiscing about how I used to smile at her. Hi everybody! I'm leading a goal of 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I truly believe we can achieve it together. So if you could hit that subscribe button, it would really mean a lot to me. Now, let's dive into the story. So, my first love from college, who cheated on me and caused me immense pain, now wants to be part of my life after over 15 years. She just got divorced, her husband left her for a younger woman. She's 36, I'm 38. Her husband is 43 and left her for a 23-year-old Swedish woman from his job. They have 3 kids together, one is 8, and the other 2 are 3 and 4. She reached out to me on Facebook, saying she felt breathless when she saw my face again. She told me I looked so handsome and that she had aged and all that. She saw me on our college alumni page when I decided to join the group. I chose to respond to her, pretending to be friendly, but all the old wounds reopened. I had forgotten about this woman, and it took me 3 years to get over her and move on. I remember her making a pact with some girls in our class, vowing she'd never date me. That's what one of the girls told me she said. The others told her I was weak, not good enough for her, that she deserved a strong man. All these bizarre things that made no sense. It was like they were jealous and planting seeds in her head. I recall telling her, you shouldn't share everything about our life with those girls. If you even mention being sad or hurt, they'll try to manipulate you. She cried and said she didn't know how to trust. Well, she trusted them over me and ended up cheating, making out with 10 people, including mutual friends and 2 girls I thought were our close friends. This was around the mid-2000s. She claimed she was drunk. She tried to work things out with me, but the trust was broken. I tried, but I couldn't do it, so I just walked away. It was so hard missing her, holding her, her smile. I only got over her when a friend of ours bumped into me at the bookstore and we talked about old times. I asked about her, and she told me she'd moved on from me quickly, never asked about me, never missed me. She started dating several guys, including one of our friends. All my friends were basically her friends too. What's sad is, I was friends with them first, and then she came along. I decided these were not good people to be around. They all hid what she did to me and told her negative things about me. She ended up getting married, that's what she told me in her message, and said she saw me during the pandemic. She still works and said she was grateful to have a high-paying job during this time. I told her I was laid off and a bum, trying to get her to lose interest in me. She told me her husband cheated on her, told her one day he'd met another woman, and it shook her. She couldn't stop crying. He left her in 2019, and she tried to fight for their marriage, but he said he'd gotten his mistress pregnant, and they finalized the divorce quickly. She said she wants full custody, but he still sees them from time to time. He said that was the least he could do for the pain he caused. She told me this was the man her sister and girlfriends all chose for her, they basically approved him. He wasn't a good-looking guy, not charming, but he was responsible and took care of his mom and family. She told me this was the guy she chose over me, and when she said that, she started crying. She asked about my life and if I was married or had kids. I said no. So she's messaging me, showing pictures of us together, and I'm getting angry at her. Like, how does she think everything is fine? Does she not remember how she ended our relationship? She left me high and dry. She never cared to check up on me, and now she only contacts me when she's lost her looks and her husband who used her. I remain calm though, and she's asking to hear my voice. She said, "Can I call you?" I wasn't sure, but I figured okay. The moment I say hello, she starts crying. She said, "I can't believe it. My stomach feels empty. I miss your voice. I can't breathe," and real tears were flowing. I said, "Are you okay? Don't cry." She tells me she couldn't stop thinking about me, how I used to smile at her, how spontaneous I was, how I'd make her laugh, how charming I was. She said she remembered the cologne I wore. I'm on the phone, holding back my emotions because I have mixed feelings. I'm happy and sad, happy to hear from the woman I loved many years ago, and sad because she betrayed me and didn't care about me. We talk and she's asking me to meet up just once. I hang up the phone. She texts me and says I'm sorry. I text back, sorry for what? She can't answer. She said I can explain better in person. Can we meet? I said, it's best we don't meet in person with this pandemic and all. She said no, they're allowing outdoor dining. We can grab a bite. I need to see you or I'll crumble. She told me she listened to the wrong advice and should have listened to me, but she struggled. She told me she cried for days, torn about what to do. She wanted to be with me, but they told her I was a bum and would never amount to anything, and that I was a pretty boy and pretty boys always cheat. So she cheated on me to make me not like her anymore. She claims that's why she made out with multiple people at a party, because she knew I wouldn't stop loving her. And she said her friends and family didn't like me and she couldn't choose me over them. Then, being the caring person I am, I didn't want to hear that. She'd already been through so much and her husband left her. She has nobody. So I said, please don't bring that up. It's hurting me too. I don't want to get angry. It's the past. Let's move forward. Focus on your kids, and maybe some single father will date you, and you can have a blended family or something. I asked my aunts and female cousins for advice, and they told me she is a devil, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Don't give her the time of day. This woman never loved you. A woman who loves you would die for you. She would never want to see you hurt. You're a good man, you care too much, and she knows that. Why are you feeling sorry for her? My aunt then tells me, ask yourself this, when you were hurting, was she there for you? If you were in her shoes, would she do the same for you? I said no, she wouldn't. Just recently, her girlfriends messaged me and said if I really loved her, I would give her a second chance. When I read that, I was ticked off. Loved her? Second chance? What about me? She broke me, left me high and dry, and now they're trying to guilt trip me. I just messaged back and said, I didn't mean to hurt her, but she left me for that guy. How would you feel? She said, I understand, but just because she has 3 kids doesn't mean she can't love you. She did love you before. Forgive her and move on. You're not young yourself either. She was the one who hooked her up with the guy she married. So I'm thinking, if she really loved me, why is she still talking to this no-good woman and having her message me? Then, 2 days later, her father messages me saying, my daughter is hurting and just wants some closure. Could you at least give her that? Man, I am shocked again. Closure? Why do I need to give her what she wants? When I wanted closure, she gave me nothing. I can't believe it. This is the man who hated me, who loved the guy she married, the plain guy who cheated. Now he has the nerve to pressure me to get back with his daughter. This is crazy, and I'm glad my aunts and cousins told me the real truth. Her father trying to get me to take her back after she's been used up and left with 3 kids, after he even told her that her husband was much better than me. I am getting angry here, guys. How should I handle this situation? Please help. Let me give my thoughts. Listen to your aunt and your female cousins. Listen to yourself too, because you know this woman is full of it. Your aunt isn't lying, your female cousins aren't lying. This woman is no good. She's lonely, she needs help. She wants to bring you in to help take care of those kids while she goes and finds the man she really wants, someone similar to her ex-husband. She wants to use you, it's quite obvious, and you know that. Like you said, she left you out to dry, she didn't care about you. And these friends, there's something else. Oh, you need to go help her. Forget her, I'm not helping her. And then her dad had the nerve, like, you're just flipping out, like, what the heck is going on here? Like, seriously? I'm supposed to go back to this woman who did this to me? Definitely listen to yourself and your family members. She's not good for you, man. Block her, ignore her. But guys, we have updates. Yes, there are updates for this, so let's see what happened. Let's go ahead and check out the first update. Update 1. I met up with my first love who cheated on me and contacted me after 15 years apart. What do I get that's special? You already cheated on me, broke my trust, etc. I struggled, but I felt I had to meet her. I already made a mistake by answering her messages on Facebook and then letting her call my phone, and I met up with her. I tried my best not to be angry or show anger when we met. She was already waiting outside in front of the restaurant. She saw me walking up. I had my mask in my hand and didn't notice her at first until she saw me. I saw someone crying with her hands covering her face. It was her, and she ran up to me and hugged me. Man, she is putting on a show for you. I didn't hug her back, my hands were at my sides. She was making a big scene, and some older woman said, "Is he coming back from the service? Are you guys married?" I said, "No, just an old college friend." And the old woman said, "Well, she has a lot of emotion for just an old friend. You two are cute together." I was already thinking this was a bad idea. She was making a scene, getting all emotional, and people were looking at us like we were in love. Well, she was in love, and they were saying, "Oh, kiss her." Oh heck no. But I kept my composure and we ordered and waited for our food outside. She looked older and had gained a little weight. She told me she missed me and that her heart was pounding. We started talking. She showed me photos of her daughters and they looked just like their father. She was really happy, but I wasn't. She was acting like everything was fine and I just played along. We ate and finished our food, and I wanted to talk to her in private, so I said, "Let's walk toward the park area and sit on a bench and talk." I said, "So what is the reason you wanted to meet me?" She said straight up that she missed me and asked me to please listen and not get mad. She's not good at explaining. She told me she messed up. She said she understands if I don't want anything to do with her, but she said, if I hadn't been through what I did, if I hadn't been with the guys I was with and married the guy I did and him leaving me, I would never know you were the one. I then snapped on her. I couldn't take it. I first spoke calmly and told her, "So let me get this straight. You cheat on me and remain friends with the girls who badmouth me. You make out with guys at parties and you left me to suffer. You left me, the one who loved you the most, the one who only confided in you, the one who had nobody." So I asked her, "Do you still talk to those friends?" She starts crying and says yes. "So you abandoned me, and now you want me to be part of your life again after your husband cheats on you and leaves you for a younger woman?" She says, "I understand," while crying. I said to her, "Do you know how offensive and shameless this is, that you have the nerve to suggest what you did, like I'm winning some sort of prize? What do I get that's special? What do you have to offer me that younger women don't? You already cheated on me. You already left me high and dry. You lied, you betrayed me, you had kids with another man. So that shows me that you're using me, that you don't care about me? You think I'm some sort of sucker who would just forgive you." She starts crying harder and is having a panic attack, saying, "I don't know how to say it." She said, "I beat myself up every day for what I've done to you." My response was, "That's BS. You're full of it. You moved on from me," they told me. And she goes, "Who told you?" I said, "It doesn't matter. You dated guys I hated, guys we knew right after you left me. I felt guilty, thinking it was all my fault, and you're lying even now. You never asked about me. They showed a video of us together, and you didn't even shed a tear 3 years after you left me. I'm not doing this to hurt you, because I know you'll go to your girlfriends after this, because you can't think on your own, and they'll say the same crap they always did, that I'm no good and you deserve better, yada yada. I told you I loved you. I wanted you to have my babies. If you'd married me, I'd still be with you today." I walked her to her car, and she then tries to hug me again, and I say no. She insists, and I just let her hug me, and she starts smelling my neck and tells me how she misses my scent. Shortly after I get home, before bed, she sends me a text message saying, "I will not stop fighting for you. You are asking me what you get that's special. Nothing, you are right. I gave myself to others, but I never felt what I feel with you, and I fought it and listened to others' advice, and I chose against you, and I paid dearly and am suffering for it. You deserve to have a fresh start with a younger woman, you deserve that. All I can do is try and prove to you I won't stop fighting for you. I hope you forgive me." That is the last message she sent me, and I didn't reply. Guys, there's another update. Let's check out that update. Update 2. My cheating ex's friend sent me vicious messages, berating me for ignoring her and calling me a pathetic loser for not forgiving her. Sounds like you stuck to your guns, which is good, you didn't get back with her. Smart move. So I stopped talking to her after meeting up. She would send me Facebook messages but then stopped. Then, before Christmas, she sends me a message, a text, then a voicemail and Facebook messages, asking what I would be doing for Christmas or New Year's Eve. She's trying hard. She sent me some quotes on forgiveness and learning, and a story about someone who didn't mature until later, and that everyone learns and matures at different rates, basically hinting that the story is about her, that she didn't realize she'd hurt someone until she lost everything and now feels the pain of the person she hurt and didn't realize that person was someone she should have been with. Anyway, I didn't reply to her. After Christmas, her friend messages me on Facebook and says I'm a pathetic excuse for a man. She said I was a coward and didn't deserve her, and that I was weak for not moving on and forgiving her. She also said a man should never do what I did and hurt a woman's feelings, and that I was showing my true colors and was mean-spirited. She then said if I really loved her, I would have given her a second chance, and that all the stuff I said about loving her years ago was fake because now that she's single and not as good-looking, it shows I was shallow and only loved her for her looks. She really went off on me. I decided to message her friend back and told her, well, what do I get that's so special? She said, what do you mean? I said, she cheated on me and left me, basically abandoned me and never thought about me, and had kids with another man that you helped approve and hooked her up with, and told her I was no good years ago. Her friend didn't bother answering and just sent me a talk to the hand emoji and said, you know what? This conversation is over, you loser. It's 2021, women deserve better. Bye-bye. She couldn't respond when I told her, you hooked her up with that husband who cheated on her. Her friends are toxic. I still feel bad for her. She was naive and indecisive, and it's sad when people can't think for themselves, like my ex. They have controlling friends who do stuff like this. It's my fault? Talk about trying to deflect or take away any blame from themselves. Wow, guys. So on that note, let me know what you think about this one. Wow, she came crawling back during the pandemic, and she told him she had a great paying job and was doing well. But here's the thing, she didn't have any help with those kids. She has 3 kids, so she has to work and take care of them. She needs some help and she's like, who in my life? He was really nice to me. Let me call him and see what he's doing. Hey there, I'm going through a tough time. Let me tell you how sad I am right now, trying to play the victim so he can come swoop in like Superman. Nope, not happening. He's not stupid. I'm glad he had family members to talk to and they're looking at him like, dude, you're crazy if you're even considering going back to this woman. And he trusted his gut, trusted himself, and knew that she is full of it. Dude, block those friends, block her, and move on with your life. Salute to you. Guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one.